What is happening, guys? Cowboy here, ready to see what happens with this boss fight. Let's do it!
I bid you welcome to my sky fortress, the Bahamut.
Bahamut.
I must apologize for my delay in welcoming you aboard my ship. Permit me to ask, who are you? An angel of vengeance? Or perchance a saint of salvation?
I am simply myself. No more and no less. And I want only to be free.
Such a woman is not fit to bear the burden of rule. Weep for Dalmasca, for she is lost. Observe well, Larsa. Watch and mark you the suffering of one who must rule, yet lacks the power.
No. No, brother. I will not.
Yeah,
Though I
Larsa?
lack your power, I will still persist.
Bold words, child.
Lord Larsa.
Damn, Vayne! Vayne, get fucking smashed, dude!
Your lives are forfeit, and your insurgents with them. Dalmasca will again know order. For good and all, I shall bring your futile attempts at rebellion to an end. What am I to do with those who would oppose me? But show them death!
That did 600 damage? Really? That's your big spender?
Will fall.
They really like the shattering screen effects in this game. There's no way that was
Lord brother! Larsa!
What the fuck happened to you?
Manufactured nethicite.
Like how he's super ripped now, but it's like aged him an extra 30 years.
by our fallen friend.
Jesus Christ.
Gabranth, you will defend my brother. He will have much need in the hell to follow.
Yes, I will defend Lord Larsa.
The hound strays. Treason bears a price.
One I gladly pay.
Jesus Christ. Dude looks so weird. Alright, let's keep it at 2x speed for now. Just 'cause I'm not sure. Oh, I should probably kill the swords. Alright, so far this doesn't seem like much of a threat. Let's kick it up.
Release your power, my minions! Find true your mark! Breathe pain and despair unending! Die!
Why you gotta attack him?
Ivalice will know a new dynast king, and man will keep his own history. The tyranny of the gods is ended. We are their puppets no more. The freedom for which we have longed is at hand.
Alright. Got dead his swords. Now it's just a matter of beating him down.
We shall perish!
You just doing all these elements? Just getting fucked up, dude. Killed all your little swords, killed you. Didn't even need to actually manually do anything.
Even a stray has pride. Here I pay my debt.
Burn in hell! Gavranth!
I already beat your swords. Why can you use those again? Oh snap! Larsa coming in! That sword didn't even pierce him, it like hit him and just knocked him back.
is a good master. Aye.
Is that like I got a poop walk?
Penna! I have failed us both. I am no dynast king. You must find another, one who might realize your ambitions.
They are fulfilled beyond your knowing. The Christ is sundered. Age of Stones complete. From the Undying Ones, the world is freed. You shall not tread this path alone. Together we go. Come.
Won't Sid be eager to learn what has happened here? History begins anew.
Guessing it's possessing him? Or fusing with him or something like that at least. The fuck? Oh yeah, he's changing. Kind of like he's turning into an Esper himself. I mean, he basically has like Bahamut wings all of a sudden. Bane turns into Meccano Bahamut. I don't even see a health bar. Oh yeah, he is. He uses Mega Flare. Dude, get off Bahamut's dick. That's his move, not yours, you broke-ass cyborg. Fran was stuck on Claire. Nuts and bolts tornado! What does he keeps doing this shit, but it doesn't like hit anybody. Or if it is, it's doing such little damage I'm not noticing. Nuts and bolts slashy! Dude looks like a reject from Nier Automata. Damn it, I need to get Fran to let me turn off her gambits, because as long as he's immune to magic, I'm gonna pull her out. Alright, now the question is 110, 91, 111. Okay, Pinello. Welcome to the party. Oh wait, he's immune to physical right now. Something is targeting Pinello, stopping me from putting her back out. I think you just blew up your own ship, dude. Just Vaughn beating his ass. Oh, is he dead? Too much nest. My wings! My Bahamut wings! Brother, why couldn't you just not be a dickhead? Like, oh yeah, that's right, we're in the middle of a war. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, can we fly?
No fuel goes to the Glossair engines.
Damn. Vaughn, you're in charge. I'm checking the engine room.
Right.
Fran, with me?
When did Vaughn ever learn to fly an airship, dude? He hasn't been taught shit.
The Glossair rings are stopping.
soon as the Strahls rings move, you take off. Understood? You can fly her, Vaughn. Just do it like I told you.
Don't worry.
Penelo, watch for interference from Bahamut's Skystone. The Strahls a fickle girl. You keep her working for us.
I'll see what I can do.
Bash, look after Larsa, will you? If House Solidor should crumble, the Empire would fail, and civil war would take us all.
I understand.
The Lord Larsa is our last hope.
Vaughn, the power's back. We can go.
Right. Let's go. Grab onto something.
Oh my god, I'm getting to fly an airship, woo!
Sir, it's the Stroll. She's left Bahamut. She's moving away.
The Stroll. They made it. At last. The Bahamut has fallen. The final test is upon us. The judges shall rule us no more. Main cannon on the Alexander.
This is Judge Magister Gabon. All forces cease fire. I repeat, all units of the Arcadian army, hold your fire.
The battle is over. As of this moment, we have signed a ceasefire with the Shelia Benargan Dalmasca, the Royal Majesty.
Attention. This is Larsa Farinus Solidor.
My brother Vane has died with honor in battle. The Imperial fleet is now under my command.
Sir, your orders, sir.
This is Ashelia Dalmasca.
The Lady Ash. Thank the gods you live.
I confirm what Judge Magister Gabranth and Larsa Solidor have said here.
Please stand down your attack. The war is over. Ivalice looks to the horizon.
A new day has dawned. We are free. Look, Vaughn, the Bahamut.
A message from the Alexander.
Take it.
Sir.
This is Judge Sargabath, captain of the Alexander, flagship of the 12th Damascan Fleet of the Arcadian Army. I address all ships in Rabanaster's airspace. The Bahamut must not be allowed to fall on the city of Rabanaster. We are preparing to ram her. Do not interfere.
Madness.
Should she fall, the paling will not hold, and all Rabanaster will be obliterated. All ships, concentrate your fire on the Alexander's remains once Bahamut is clear of the city.
Hasty, I'm Bay. I think it's a little early to be throwing away our lives just yet.
Balthier? Wait. Balthier, where are you?
Oh, Vaughn. Sounds like you made it out okay. The Strahl's a fine airship, eh?
What does he think he's doing? Balthier!
Marquis, stop that fool judge on the Alexander for me, would you? Just getting somewhere with these glossair rings. Almost done. Don't want him ramming me before I fix them, do we?
Balthier, do you understand exactly what it is you're doing?
Princess, no need to worry. I hope you haven't forgotten my role in this little story. I'm a leading man. You know what they say about the leading man? He never dies.
I like how the ship was falling out of the sky and it was basically like a fucking fuse that was blown. He's like, oh yeah, let me just replace these 3 fuses and we're good.
Power to the glossair rings. Brian? Do I have to do everything around here?
Listen to me, Balthier. Get out of Bahamut immediately.
Please, Balthier, you mustn't die.
Please, Balthier. Come back.
Ash wants that Sky Pirate dick.
I'd say you're in more of a Supporting role.
Fran, please. Vaughn, the Strahl's in your hands. You'd better take care of her, you hear? If there's one scratch on her when I get back...
Roger that. We'll be waiting for you.
Say my love is all you need to see you through.
How's that with all the floating crystals?
It's hard to believe a year has passed so quickly. Rabanastre is finally back to the way it was, like when my parents were still alive. We've lost so much, but I think it's important to put the past behind us and keep our eyes on the road ahead.
Nothing like a giant crashed airship in your backyard.
Ash's coronation is next month. She grows farther and farther away from us, but I guess that's how it has to be. She is queen now, after all. I am looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony.
You called, my lord.
Is that Bosch now? Yeah, it is. Bosch looking cleaned up. Got that haircut.
How is Bosch? I know he went with you to Arcades to further the cause of peace in Ivalice, but still, I hope he comes back to Rabanastre and Ash soon. She has to keep up appearances now, so she would never say it, but I think she misses him.
Lose Lhasa, and we lose the Empire. Protect him. I would entrust him to no other's care.
I will keep him from harm. I promise you. For the Empire and for Dalmasca.
Your words put me at ease, brother. Sorry to leave you.
As time goes by, I know you'll see this of me. I love you enough to let you go free. Oh, I haven't told you the most important part. Vaughn and I had been taking care of the straw, but it was stolen. We had just finished having her tuned up, too. What's it say? Give it here. All your fears into the sky. Kiss me goodbye. Actually, stolen might not be the right word. If her owner wants her back, there's not much we can do about it, is there? time before the coronation. So Vaughn's going to pay the two of them a visit. You should see him. He can hardly wait. I'll be going too, of course. Every good sky pirate needs a partner, right?
I like how everyone else looks, you know, Penelo looks a little bit older, Bosch looks older and all cleaned up, Ash looks older, and Vaughn still looks like he's 15. Like, it didn't change at all. Exactly the same. Same baby face, same haircut, same fucking outfit he's worn through the whole game. Oh, man. And with that, it looks like the one Final Fantasy game I hadn't beaten is finally crossed off my list. So, as always, let's talk about the review. So, all in all, I will say I enjoyed it. I think a couple things definitely improved it on the original version of the game, namely the 2x 4x speed modifiers. And I know that's something so simple, but given the fact of how this game is and the fact that, you know, you create gambits and the combat is very much autopilot, I think that with that in mind, that it's super important to be able to speed something like that up. We'll lower the volume a little bit here while I'm discussing. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I think that was a huge improvement for the game, because obviously combat is going to be a core part of any Final Fantasy game. You know, if you're going to play an RPG for however many hours, whether it's 50 to 500, you know, it has to have entertaining combat. And I think a lot of people will agree that, in general, the combat of Final Fantasy XII has always been kind of lackluster because of the fact that it's purely autopilot once you get your gambit set up. Now, I mean, this was something I actually discussed on stream. I think that does have its merits because, you know, there's times like where I was getting in that one battle and on the way to the platform at least, so the shit kept killing me. And I was like, fuck it, you know, I can't deal with this number of guys. Some of them are casting reflect, some of them are casting buffs. I don't have enough dispels going out. And you know, to me at least, it's really fun being able to set up your gambits to be able to handle any situation, like to where you eventually reach that ideal gambit set to where your party can basically, you know, 4x autopilot its way through the game. I find that really appealing personally. So on that note, the ability to go to 2x and 4x, I think, drastically improved this game because, you know, sitting through this game at 1x speed would have been a tragedy. Outside of that, I'm on the fence with whether or not I like the new class system. On one hand, I think it is. I think from a gameplay perspective, it's probably a welcome change because it lets you decide, you know, I want to be this role and also have a sub-role to support it, which I think is really good. I mean, in the other one, you know, you could basically be like, oh, well, you know, I want everybody to have a little bit of magic. Oh, yeah, look at Balthier grabbing them titties. And the other one, you know, you could just be like, oh, well, I want every single person to use a great sword and be able to use ultimate magic, or whatever the case is. And you could do that, which is like, you know, it got kind of cheesy, and I feel like it took away from the build variety, so forcing you to pick, like, you get 2 classes, basically, to each character. I think that was good from a design decision. Moving away from the remaster, and what is that Balthier? Why has Balthier got all these little waifus? I don't know. Anyway, moving away from the redesign and talking more about the game itself, all in all, honestly, I feel like the story in Final Fantasy XII is a little bit weaker in comparison to some of the other Final Fantasy games I've played. You know, like, I remember the story in 10 was fucking awesome. The story in 7, some good twists in it. story in 8, all kinds of craziness going on. But you know, here I don't know. Like, the reveal that Balthier was actually Cid's son, that got me a little like, oh shit, I didn't see this coming, that's good. But aside from that, I feel like the whole, you know, you have your conflict, you know, whatever. You have the Empire, and then you have the Resistance, and a lot of people will compare it to Star Wars, and there are some super glaring similarities here to Star Wars. The Empire and Resistance, the giant airship, the airship battles, like, it just goes on and on and on, you know? Like, I half expected to find out that Vaughn was Ash's long-lost brother at some point after they did a little make-out session, just to stick with the Star Wars tropes. But, you know, I feel like, and, you know, that wasn't the core enemy. Obviously, Vaughn was the primary antagonist, but there was the whole tie-in with the Ocuria, and I felt like that was kind of just shoehorned in, I guess. Like, I understand, you know, the reason that they're tied in is because they're the ones who brought the stones, and it's the underlying theme of humanity wants to make manufactured athestite, so they're no longer relying on the power of the gods, and they have their own power through these stones that they created. But it would be more natural to just cast all the stones aside, because that's like being like, oh, well, we don't need the gods' power because we made artificial gods' power, so we're casting aside the power of the gods. Like, no, you're really not, though. You're just mimicking the power of the gods. Yes, it's something you created, but at the same time, you're still relying on the gods, because what you created was based on the knowledge of what they gave you. So, you know, it's not direct reliance, but you're still basically running around with the god power. Like, whereas the ideology that Vane had of, like, rejecting the gods and humanity will make its own path, that would have made more sense if they rejected the stones altogether and didn't do the manufactured athestite. But I digress. So yeah, I mean, long story short, I felt like the Ocurian, I understand how they tied into the story, but I don't really like it. I like it more when there's like I mean, I understand, you know, you're bad guy, and then, oh, there's actually the higher bad guy that's manipulating the main bad guy, but I feel like they didn't work too well. I mean, you got Venat around every now and then you got Ash's one meeting with him, and just, I don't know. I feel like it was kind of, didn't work out too well. Anyway, moving on from there, music, overall, pretty good music. I mean, Final Fantasy games are always known for music, but I'd say a lot of the music in the game, pretty catchy. Obviously, there's some parts that get stuck in your head that kind of piss you off, but that's beyond the point. One thing I definitely did not like about this game, which was something I discussed on stream, was some of the randomization. And to discuss a little bit further on that, so when we were on stream, I was like, well, I can't get the final ninja sword. Maybe I should just go for the best dagger in the game instead. So I'm looking up how to get the dagger, and it turns out that the dagger spawned in, like, Pheno Coast, and it spawned in a chest there that has a 10% chance to spawn. But when that chest spawns, if you're wearing the diamond armlet, there's a 5% chance that it'll have the dagger in it. So, in short, while you have the diamond armlet on, there is a 0.5% chance for you to find this. And assuming equal variability, that suggests zoning in and out of the zone over 200 times to potentially find this. Now, obviously, RNG in the equation, so you might be able to find it on your fucking 5th try, you might find it on your 500th try, but the point is, I don't like when ultimate weapons are locked behind trivial things like that, like randomness. Randomness is not good, in my opinion, when it comes to finalizing a build. And, like, in comparison, you know, like, you look at ultimate weapon in Final Fantasy VII. It was a pain in the ass to get, because you had to basically live at the Golden Saucer for, like, 8 hours. Maybe not that long, I don't know. It's been a while since I played. But the point is, you could still, it was a goal you worked towards. There was no randomness in it. Similar in 8, when you made Lionheart, it was a goal you worked towards. Similar with 10, if I remember, I think you got your was it your Final Fantasy or your Final Limit Break from playing through Blitzball? Something you worked towards. It wasn't just, oh yeah, you can get this, but you gotta just keep going through. Like, I don't like that at all. That's something I feel should not be in Final Fantasy games. So that aside, I mean, I think that's probably my one big concern with the game. I don't like that. But aside from that, you know, finding a lot of the spells in chests, getting some of them as rewards, getting some of them after hunt progression, I think that was pretty good. You know, it gave you a good variety of things to do, and as you play through the game, obviously that stuff ends up. You can now begin your adventure with that new game. Can only be accessed from the screen. Let's see, how does New Game Plus work? Do I just start over from the very beginning? I don't know. I'm going to skip a bunch of cutscenes and see what New Game Plus for this game actually is. Do I still have my levels? Do I still have all my LP? Does it just keep my LP but take away my classes?
You there.
Come on. Come on. Yes. Looks so, considering I have 4,000. I wonder if enemies scale. It sucks that, like, it would make you go through the... You'd think the game would skip the whole tutorial sequence for the purpose of New Game Plus. I'm gonna go through this for a second here just to see if enemies scale at all. I assume they would, but like, I was pretty over leveled. So like, to kill the optional bosses, are we talking like level 9999? Well, I guess 99 is probably top in this game. Here's an enemy. Go ahead and fuck him up. Why would you make somebody go through the whole tutorial on New Game Plus? That's poor design. Yeah, we're not doing all this. We're not doing all this. We're not doing all this. Quit the title. Anyway, if I had to give the game a final score, I would say if you're a Final Fantasy fan, I would rate it at 8.5. I would say if you are unfamiliar with the Final Fantasy franchise and you've never played one before, I would put it at probably 7.5. Mainly because of the auto combat system. I feel like, you know, the auto combat system, it's definitely, you know, the gambits are very drastically different from other styles of gameplay in Final Fantasy games. And, you know, being a fan of Final Fantasy, I feel like it's something that you're like, not quite a fan of this maybe, but I'll play through it because it's a FF game. Whereas I think somebody that's never played Final Fantasy before, I think it would probably turn them off a bit more and they'd be like, okay, this game plays itself, why am I bothering? You know? So, either way, that wraps up our Let's Play of the Zodiac Age. If I do decide to go through New Game Plus, that'll probably be a thing on stream. I'm not going to do a whole nother YouTube series of it. As for upcoming titles, I'm not exactly sure what's next on our Let's Play horizon. We're at the beginning of August still, and I mean, I don't remember anything really coming out until like September. I may be wrong in that statement, I'd have to look, but I don't know, maybe I'll do a Phantom Dust Let's Play. I'll figure something out. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the series of the Zodiac Age. And with that being said, we will see you with the next series we tackle.